Hi, it's Alexis Hasselberger here, time management and productivity coach. And today I want to talk about something that one of my clients said the other day that just really stuck with me because I think she put it really succinctly. It was an epiphany for her. But for me, I just thought, yes, you're totally right. That's a great way to put it. What she said was, I realized that asking myself the question, what do I feel like doing right now, is not the right question to be asking to get things done. And I just thought, yes, you are absolutely right. That is not the right question. Why? Because we all have stuff on our list that we don't ever want to do, right? Do I want to pay the bills? No, I don't. Do I want to do laundry? No, I don't. Do I want to invoice clients? No, I don't. That seems like boring work. I am never going to want to do those things. Regardless, those things have to get done. So, what do we do instead? One of the things that I work with clients on is how do we actually separate the planning from the doing? Because when we can separate the planning from the doing, we're more rational. We can decide in advance what we want our future selves to be doing. And when we stick to that, we're sort of prioritizing our future selves to make sure that what we need to get done gets done. And we reduce the risk of sort of falling prey to that in the moment, in the minute, I don't want to feel like doing this. And so we talk about separating the planning from the doing. But how do we actually do that? So there are a few ways. One is to use a task list and use it religiously. Put everything that's in your brain into your task list so that you can actually prioritize and see what you've got on your plate and when you need to get these things done. Another thing that we can do is use our calendars to time block. So you may have 50 things you think you need to get done today. I've got news for you. You're not getting all 50 of them done. You can use your calendar to help you figure out what do you actually have time to do. I call this like a realistic calendar to task list assessment. That way we can be really realistic with ourselves. We can be ruthless about our prioritization. We can make sure that we're getting the important things done. And then finally, you can spend some time at the end of the day doing a little end of day planning. And what this is setting yourself up for success, figuring out what are you going to do tomorrow? What are you going to execute on? What do you have time for? So that when you get into work the next day, you just do. You don't have to do the planning, you just do. And when you have this executable list, then you're able to, instead of sitting there thinking, what should I do next? What should I do next? What should I do next? Every single time that you end something, you have a list already decided of what you're supposed to be working on. Doing this also helps you to really evaluate the incoming. So you're able to see, this new shiny object coming my way. Is that more important than what I'm supposed to be doing right now? It really allows you to evaluate the things that feel urgent, but maybe aren't. And then I also just want to bring up the fact that asking yourself, what do I feel like doing? That has a time and a place, and that's in our leisure world, right? So, one thing that you can do if you feel like this never ending to do list and you really feel like you can't relax because you just know that there are more things coming, is to actually schedule out time on your calendar that says, do nothing, or do whatever I feel like, or do whatever I want. It sounds really silly, but I've had many clients for whom this has worked really well because then when they look at their calendar, they look at their time blocking and they see that, from Friday evening to Sunday morning, it may say, do whatever I want. Then the only question they have to ask themselves in that moment is, what do I want to be doing? And so that can really help us to create these boundaries between the time where we're being really productive and the really important downtime that we all need to be productive.